So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for this season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Holds on, it's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Gonna run it. It's Ford. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. Burrowing for yardage. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Quick spin on the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
2nd down to the air. The throw, right on the money. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Hits inside, it's Ford. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Blackburn. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Left side is Brown. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hokies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Grunkmeyer. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to go.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Rush is on. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped about 2. Short of a first down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Irvin. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Piles his way ahead. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Makes the catch. It's Keith. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He'll pull it down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Straight ahead, it's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Heath. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. They want to throw it. They're all over him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Got his man. Sweet cut there. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Going with the counter play here. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Blackburn. Makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Looking for the edge, it's Irvin. Just smothered on the play.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Grab, good footwork, everything you want on the completion.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Send the tight end in motion. Quick give. It's Irvin.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Look out! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Oh, he got loose. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Irvin. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cardinal! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he's... After a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll run it. Driven back.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
2nd and long here. They'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got rid of it just in time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Making his first move. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Heath. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to go up top on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it down the field. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 10 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Overton. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Hokies will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Working the ground game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, it's Overton. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Across the 50, and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. Complete pass.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Hokies! On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Finds a crease. It's Ford. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That one's not even close. Long way to go on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return in this deep. Set them up with a big play.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside. It's Heath. Here's some daylight. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Run in the red zone. It's Hawkins. Stopped right there.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
They really need to convert this 3rd and 1 to capitalize on that great field position. Looking to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I like the idea defensively here, too. Now, you got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Drop the football and over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Bunch formation for these receivers. Lost the throw on first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Right at the line. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Turns up, it's Hawkins. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Overton. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Hokies are flying down the field. Quick give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Reynolds. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Throws to the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win?
Snags it, and he's open. At the 30. Brought down at the 10-yard line. 50 pickup after the grab on that one.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Around the corner, it's Ford. Made a defender miss. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. The fake wants to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! Fitted in the window for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Drops back on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Ford. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on the counter. Turning it on. He got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
The defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Running inside. It's Ford.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He's looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Ford. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Had to force that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Hokies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Might as well run him again. Nice move there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still